And also in 1991, Wen-Sinn won the Geneva International Competition. Would you tell us about that?
Yeah, it was when I was student. I attended a few international competitions. It was more you are young. You want to see where you are. So, and I used this opportunity to have a goal for practicing. Because you can practice one piece and you can practice more or less and take it easy. But if you decide to go on a competition, you have a quite bigger repertoire than one recital.
Big list.
Big list. Normally you have 12 pieces, 12 to 15 pieces. And
wow.
The requirement, the pieces has to be, all of the pieces, on the highest possible level. Which in the past I thought for the judge should be possible to see who is the best if I have 3 pieces. I can judge this is the best. Why should I prepare 15 pieces?
15?
Yeah, now I know the answer. Because
okay, now what's the answer?
The normal life later, suppose you are a winner or you won, when you are winner of a competition, which means you want to follow a certain solo career. In life of a solo career, often you have the situation that you have 5 or 4 concerts in a, how you say, in a row.
Going on at the same time, right?
Yeah, in a row. And every promoter asks a different repertoire.
Oh.
That's why that it can happen. Then you have the choice to say, no, I have only this repertoire. And then some promoters say, okay, we invite you next year, or we don't invite you at all. So it's a kind of, you have to be able to handle the situation that you have a repertoire of 15, 20 pieces at the same level. And I was, as a student, I was not very successful at international competitions.
Don't be so modest.
No, really, I was kicked out always in the second round, and I was angry about the judge because at least I wanted to play all pieces I prepared.
Right.
The final rounds always were solo concerto with orchestra, and this was my goal, to play Dvorak concerto with orchestra, because as a young man you didn't have the chance to play them. And so I went to orchestra, which the audition actually was my most important competition I won. Because audition, if you won the audition, it changed completely my life. And then after 2 years in orchestra, when the first excitement calmed down, I thought, maybe I should try just once again. And then I prepared the Geneva.
And then how do you find time to practice for this?
Yeah, I sacrificed the summer holiday.
How long is it? 2 months?
2 months, yeah. And I have to say, I lost 10 kilos and I lost 10 years of my life. I get gray hairs. But finally, I won the first prize.
How many hours you practice a day just for the competition?
This was a lot because of so much repertoire. Easily you come to 5.
More than 15 pieces.
Not more than 15. It was I think 12 or 14 like this. Yeah. But 4 concerti at the same time, and yeah, it was a hard time because I have to say at that moment I was more ambitious than in the past because I was already principal cellist.
You feel more pressure this way?
Yeah, of course. I have you say I have a kind of name because I'm representative of this orchestra.
Real job.
And in a way, I could not kicked out in the first round. That would be so embarrassing, you see. And so I felt this pressure. At least I should go to the final. And of course,
how many rounds is all together?
4 in Geneva was 4 rounds.
Okay.
And of course, I wanted to win. Because I decided this was my last time in my life. So I was lucky, and
You won, you know.
I won. Yeah. So I have now a Rolex watch.
Good for you.
I have to say, and maybe if young listeners will
tell us what do you have
yeah,
something
will maybe
advise?
watch this video. Don't think that the first prize of an international competition will change your life.
Really?
It won't. But it's good to have.
As inspiration to practice.
As inspiration to have. The manager of the competition said at the end to the people, you know, the first prize is a kind of visit, business card. So you can, as a young professional, you can go and say, look, I have first prize this, which means often the managers are not interested because nowadays we have plenty of competitions. Every year we have 10 or 50 new first prize cellists from everywhere. So for the business, I call business, maybe it's not so important, but I think it's good for the how to say ego.
Good for yourself, eager.
Yes, I can, and I did. And I was well prepared.
That's probably because you're very focused.
Yeah.
Concentrate.
So you have to be ready to expose yourself to the stress.
How do you deal with the stress?
I mean, you know, maybe this is too intimate what I say, but performing, we all in a newspaper we talk about beauty of music and positive energy and everything. Yes. But of course, but of course, this is hard work as well. You have to. You have to. The concert is at 7:30 on this date. However, nobody will ask you if you have headache, you didn't sleep well, you are hungry, or you
jet
lag, or you are you have a crisis in your relationship, or I don't know, or you have financial disaster. Nobody is interested in such things because the audience, they bought a ticket, they go to concert and they expect beautiful music. So in a way, you have to be ready and prepare that you focus on this moment. And I think this is still a very challenging subject of our profession.